Speaking of women, we have another story involving Chelsea Green. Now, I did talk about her last time about the whole controversy with artist thing. Crap. sorry about that. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about Chelsea Green. And she apparently did this interview where she had a few things that she would like to do besides just wrestling. So I'm going to read this to you from the Wrestling Inc. here. And we're going to tell you exactly everything that I know and what she said. So I'm going to try to slow down here. I apologize if I butcher a few words. Not really the best in terms of reading out loud. So I'm going to try to do my best here. Released WWE superstar Chelsea Green is presently serving her WWE non-compete clause and isn't eligible to sign with any promotion until July 14th. So in a couple of months, she will officially be a free agent. In the meantime, Green is busy figuring out the next stage of her career, and her bucket list of things include posing for Playboy and becoming a scream queen in a horror movie. Here's what Chelsea Green had to say. I have a bucket list things I want to do. Definitely, I want to be killed in a horror movie. Green told Metro, I've always wanted that. I've always found it hilarious when you see the girl running and they always trip and fall and they get killed. It's just how it works. So I want to be that girl. So I want to stop right there for a second before we continue on. So I think that's kind of fun. The fact that Chelsea Green wants to be a horror movie and wants to be someone that gets killed off. I just think that's just really fun. And let's be honest, whether you're a scream queen or you're a guy, how cool would it be to be killed in a horror movie? To say, hey, I was one of the victims in a horror movie. So I think that's good. That's pretty fun. So I'm glad she wants to do that. But now here, Green continues. Right now, I'm trying to work at making contacts in Playboy to hopefully do that. So also we heard that Chelsea Green wants to be part of Playboy. And look, she can do Playboy if she wants to. I mean, she's a very pretty girl. She's got a fantastic body. I mean, if you've seen some of her Instagram and Twitter posts, I mean, she posts bikini stuff all the time. In fact, I think on YouTube or some of her channels, she talks about the different bikinis she has. So she definitely has that vibe to be part of Playboy. In my opinion, if she wants to do that, that's her choice. I think it would be fun for her. You know? And a lot of people that used to be WWE actually were part of Playboy. Like Maria Kanellis was in Playboy. She had a lot of fun. The late, great Ashley Massaro was part of it. She had fun. Tori Wilson was in it, along with Sable. China was a part of that. I think Candice Michelle. A lot of women used to be in Playboy. And again, some people will find Playboy, whether it's Playboy or porn, very controversial. Look, I don't care if they did porn or if they want to be part of Playboy or have an OnlyFans account. I don't judge anybody for doing that. I judge them more by their character. If they're nice people doing this stuff, great for them. It's something they want to do. They get to make money. It's something they think might be kind of fun or intriguing. Let them do it. So I'm happy for her. So hopefully she gets this Playboy thing settled. But then Green also decides to talk more. So Green wants to follow in the path of AEW star Cody Rhodes, who spent nearly 3 years on the independent circuit after his WWE departure in 2016. So here's what Green also had to say involving that. I think that was genius of him to get himself out there and wrestle people he would never be able to wrestle. That's what I really want to do. She also had, while knowing that Impact Wrestling, AEW, and Ring of Honor are all on the wish list of destinations. So Chelsea Green also still wants to continue wrestling. So not only does she want to do Playboy, and she's interested in starring in horror movies or being a victim in a horror movie, she still wants to wrestle. So it's going to be interesting seeing where she kind of lands, but she wants to kind of freelance. And then Green talks about this. Green also hopes her wrestling career doesn't interrupt with her podcast, because she has also a podcast of her own. Here's what she also had to say. I don't want to put myself in a box, and that's why I'm trying to do my podcast. I'm trying to get this off the ground and show people that I'm more than just what you see on social media. I hope that people listening to 50 Shades of Green will see all those other sides of me. So, not only does she want to wrestle and do Playboy and be part of a horror movie, she's doing her own podcast as well. Hey, I'm trying to do my own podcast too. I'm on the 4th episode, so I really hope the best for her. And also note, just very quickly, Green also underwent successful surgery recently to get a metal plate removed from her arm. She's now medically cleared to in-ring return. So, you heard that cleared. So, Chelsea Green can return to the ring now if she wanted to wrestle. However, she can't wrestle yet because she's still under contract, her no-compete clause until July. In the meantime, she's trying to figure out ways how she can be part of a horror movie. Like I said, try and get in contact with Playboy. And then once her contract expires, she wants to kind of expand and go to different wrestling promotions until eventually she finds somewhere where she can land and she feels comfortable, she feels the most satisfied with, and as well as getting ready to start her own podcast. So Chelsea Green at least has a plan. She's got a lot of options. So hopefully things work out for her. Chelsea Green, if you're listening to this, man, you're one busy woman. So hopefully you can get some of those things off your bucket list. I'll give you credit. You have a lot of shit you're doing, and I gotta give you your props.